Hi guys, welcome back to Inno Thinks today. I've searched for and found a Chinese survival film for you. That means if you blink your eyes, you'll be on a bus and in the middle of the desert. So you don't know how this bus got to this desert. In the middle of nowhere, you don't know how you're going to escape from there. What if you don't remember any recent memories? In the same way, some people come here and wink. If you blink your eyes like that, you'll find yourself in the middle of some desert, so they don't know how they got here. Why don't they remember themselves? Okay, let's see if we can somehow escape from here, but there are strange creatures lurking in that place. They'll know when they see it. This is definitely not Earth. So how did they escape from that desert if they were like this? You escape from that creature. How this bus arrived in this desert where there was no one? That's a really great story. Back to Earth was released in 2017. Okay, let's not waste time and get into the story of the film, shall we? Before you go, do you want to forget to leave just one like? A bus is being filmed in the film's opening scene. All the people on that bus look like they were in a daze, so they don't know what happened. Some people have those handcuffs on their hands. They have guns. Not only that, but the place was covered in blood. As it was, the first person on the bus rolled his eyes. His name is Lin. Partha saw that he had a gun in his hand. But they came and put on a handcuff. This guy doesn't understand anything. What kind of eye is this, Mom? First of all, where are we? What happened so quickly? Doesn't that bus have mirrors? He looks outside through it. When the bus arrived, it looked like it was in some kind of desert. They're just zooming out and making fun of us. If you just look at this bus amidst all that sand, you'll see how small it is. It's like they're stuck in some kind of desert. There is no road, no house, nothing. He doesn't understand anything. But the good thing is, if you look closely, the key to that handcuff is lying next to him. He immediately, quickly picked it up, mixed it up, and tried to wake up the bus driver who was there. But it doesn't look like he's going to come and get it. He immediately presses every button there is. What happens at that time is that the television on the bus cuts out. That's when he looks up. If you look up, you'll see that mirror, right? His face is visible in that mirror. But if he doesn't remember his own name, watch out. While he was looking at his penis in shock, wondering if this was the case, something flashed through his mind. It's like he's on a bus in 1 or 2. People are threatening him, and there's a big riot going on this bus, and the flash keeps coming and going. But he doesn't remember the full story. At that time, another person on the bus came and appeared to be blinking. Immediately, our hero rushes over and wakes him up too. So, this guy's wearing glasses, isn't he? So, let's call this guy our glass blower. But when they came and woke him up, he seemed to have forgotten everything, even more than our hero. He doesn't even know exactly where this place is. Just like that, one by one, all the people on that bus are rolling their eyes when they see it. Even for someone who has a blind eye, how did they get to this place? I don't remember which bus this was. It's like everything is forgotten. Then he sees a girl and starts shouting that someone has killed her. What I saw was a dead body. Right at that door, so all those passengers are panicking a lot because of this. Murder has occurred in this place. They're so nervous about how we got here that they start pressing every button there is. As soon as I do that, this door opens. That dead body is falling down. So everyone who saw this thought that something was happening here, that it shouldn't be here, and many people on the bus started to get off and run. But that was their biggest mistake. They ran a little farther. If you see our hero here, he'll come outside and say, "Okay, let's go outside too." They are taking notes at that time. A storm is approaching from afar. That's it. Who saw this were terrified and ran away as fast as they could. But wouldn't a lot of people have already run away before this? They all get caught in it and die a horrible death? There was a lady who ran in and tried to escape, but she got caught in the storm at the last moment and died a horrible death. Even so, our hero and a few others somehow escaped and got on the bus. And as if someone knew how to drive, he quickly started the car and started to drive away. So, didn't he say that there were only 4 people alive on that bus? That glassblower is also there. Besides, our hero is driving this bus, isn't he? His name came and went. Isn't that bald head there? His name is Heard. Isn't there someone else wearing glasses with you? His name is June. This leaves a total of 4 to 5 people alive. Isn't this Sen there too? That's the driver. So let's call him our driver. If you see him, press the accelerator. If you see the bus, it's going fast. Somehow they seem to be escaping the storm. But now, if you zoom out and look at a part of that desert, it looks like some strange creature has come out of a cave and is looking at you. Now, is that bald head still there, Buscala, Kamicha? He picked up the phone and thought he could call someone, but he couldn't remember the password, because they've forgotten who they are. Do you remember just the password? The same time another side comes and seduces a girl? It's like these people are police officers. Their names are coming up. It looks like a cart is being pulled. They are inspecting it from that location. At that time, the radio was talking about 3 people who robbed and escaped from here. They were talking about catching them quickly. At that time, the police officer saw that there was a phone under it. So he took out the phone and listened to the recording. What was being said in that recording was that a lady came and begged me to leave her daughter alone. Now, when they got to this bus, they didn't remember anything about their memory. Not only that, they didn't know who each other was. So when they saw a bag in that place, that bag is full of money. Not only is there no money, but there are masks too. So when we see all this, we saw a scene before, didn't we? Even then, they said on the radio that they were robbing banks and leaving, so we have a slight suspicion that it might be that gang. So, is that bald guy who saw this so hot? So this is my money. I remembered that I brought this package. He is deceiving you by saying that. Let's see if this driver comes and looks for anything else in the luggage. So when I check the overhead locker, I find a small bottle of water somewhere. Seems like there's only a little water in that water bottle. Seeing that everyone started fighting, I keep repeating, I want it, you want it. But after hitting it like that, it finally landed in front of the glassblower in the white shirt. It's okay too. Okay, let's drink. Quickly goes to drink. Then there was the sound of a bullet. If you look at what happened, our bald head took the gun and gave it to us as a sign of respect. I want to drink. Someone protect me while I'm being threatened like that. There was a sound like, Father, are you here? The sound of a little girl. Who is this in this bus? They all turn to look to one side and pick up a little girl from inside. It's as if this girl has been inside this bus all this time. So she saw it and said, okay, let the poor little girl drink some water. They just give you water. After he finished drinking, Dad started crying, saying that, is everyone here your father? I heard that, but the little girl didn't remember anything. I do and know anything. That's why I have to go to my father, so I started crying. There would be someone named June in that place, wouldn't there? He's the one wearing the mask and making this little girl laugh. So actually, this girl is like the kidnapped girl. Wouldn't a police officer have come and listened to that in another scene, on a phone recording? It seems like she was kidnapped at 7 o'clock. Not only that, but the police officer lady is there, and they're also going to this girl's house to investigate. Because they must have listened to all their voice recordings. Girl said, they came and kidnapped my daughter like this. They were saying they would only let me go if I paid them money. You should have told the police everything. At the same time, if they are interested in this side bus, they take the bus again and start leaving from there. The bus is going a short distance, and suddenly, our driver noticed something wrong and stopped the bus. Everyone immediately came downstairs. That's when June came and picked up a piece of paper. He is shocked to see it, because he must have picked up this paper and put it outside a while ago. This is that paper. So, when he saw this, he was shocked. Everyone was shocked, thinking we're all stuck in the same place. Like, these people are actually coming by bus and hammering away at the same place. Seeing this, the bald man becomes very angry. Hey driver, you're a coward. You're the one who came to beat us up. You're trying to fight us, but doesn't this bald-headed man have a gun in his hand? So, our hero's cheeks flushed when he saw this. He also understands this situation because nothing should make that bald head look untidy. That's why he comes and gives it back. Why doesn't he remember anything either? That's why he understands why he's doing this kind of thing. Okay, there seem to be a lot of tunes there. Let's follow it and go, saying that they start to leave from there. Before they leave, they get on the bus and put some heavy items, including unnecessary seats on it. They put everything outside and start to leave. They don't know how far the bus will go because they need to save some petrol. Just keep going. It's getting dark at night. If you look at the sky, it's clear. They were looking at the moon. And when they got a little further away, they saw a puddle. They were the ones who saw this. Everyone ran outside quickly and saw that there was good water in it. Everyone had taken a lot of water to hold it, so they came quickly and started drinking water. At the same time, our June and that little girl were standing next to that car and then next to that bus. Okay, let's see if there's anything on this side. They said that, and the two of them turned on the light and went to look. Then what happened was that the people who were drinking water here heard a strange sound. If they were to see what this noise was, they would both be heading in that direction. That's that little girl, that June. That's when the monster, some kind of cruel beast, comes and attacks. Everyone is shocked to see this. This little girl is coming towards that bus very quickly. What are you doing now? Everyone get on the bus quickly. They get into the carriage with great excitement, as if they are afraid of some kind of animal. You only know when you come inside and see it. Is that June outside or not? Just screaming by the window? Protect me, protect me, it's biting me. But everyone here is afraid to go outside. But that little girl started crying. Please save that June for me, because it's June who often makes that girl laugh. That's why the little girl really likes it when Juna comes. So if they say protect him, they don't know what to do now. Our hero is also okay, that June is the one who came to us. He has to protect himself somehow, saying that our hero is also the guy with glasses in the white shirt. At him, he's waiting outside the bus with a wire tucked into his scared hand. Our hero also follows a short distance away and looks around to see if June is still there. When June grabs the leg of this glassblower, it's as if he came and hid under this bus. They were the ones who saw this. The glassblower, is he here? They were the ones who called out the hero's name, and everyone came running quickly after seeing this. Our hero must have been a little far away then, right? At that time, a creature looked like a demon. How cruel. Will it fall on our hero and start attacking? I don't know what to do with this. He would have an eye on his hand, wouldn't he? If you hear this noise and see the creature, it will run away from there. Immediately, everyone uses this cap and quickly gets back into the car and climbs in. If you look inside, you'll be very beaten up by this June. He can't do it. Thank you, God, for protecting me. He starts moaning in God's name. But somehow, not all of them escaped. Just when we were thinking that we shouldn't leave this bus and go outside anymore, our driver came and dropped another big bomb. It's like when the fuel in the bus runs out. That's what they do. I do not know what to do with them now. I have to go outside. So whatever our hero says, okay? We LLB on that bus all night long. Let's see what plans we can make for the next day. Until then, each night must protect us. So, let's protect ourselves with a new shaft. Saying that, they start staying in that place, inside that bus. Where, if you see our hero here, he's giving that little girl a drink of water. But no matter what he says, I can't get gold out of water like this. June will come and go. We will take the water and the gold, and I'll go get drunk. So, you're very affectionate towards June, but that June is the one who's been beaten up and is so weak now, isn't he? So, what is our hero asking? Okay, do you remember anything about the incident that happened on this bus? You know? Where you were before this? So, these guys are the ones who are safe on that bus. They seem to be creating some kind of portal in this desert. But they didn't come and take note of this. They're on the bus for the song. This portal also opens for a short time and then disappears. It's the next day. Just cut it. This side is lusting after this girl's mother. That's the little girl's mother. Wouldn't they have gotten a phone call saying that their daughter had been kidnapped? So when this phone call arrives, they call them and see. It's like leaving my daughter. But there was no response from that side. But the police officer would have been hiding on the side of this place, waiting and watching. Then this mother gets a phone call. They cut it off by saying there's no deal like this today. Don't just cut this side of the desert. It seems like it's the next day now. I mean, they came on the bus and stayed the night, right? Have been there for about 3 hours. You look inside, you'll see that the sun is beating down fiercely at dawn. Wow, it's so hot here. Where are we going now? They're just staring at it. Wasn't that little girl there at that time? Just goes to a place by himself and watches this from afar. They wouldn't have noticed this coming. After a while, the little girl started shouting at the little girl. Why are you there? The girl looked at something like a signboard from that spot. That's why Danger wrote that, and he was watching that girl from afar, from that bus, calling out to her. Come here, it's time for us to go. Then all our heroes must be quiet. I have a question, saying that everyone calms down. What do you think of our hero? He asks, as if this big storm is coming. That's all. Tell everyone to hurry up and get to the bus. Seeing this, the bald man runs to pick up the little girl, thinking, oh, please protect this little girl. While running like that, something explodes and he flies away and falls. Actually, it's like there's a minefield in that place. Like there's a trapdoor, and he steps on it and flies off and falls. Everyone is shocked to see this. Oh my God, you're all living in this desert, and you're scared, and you're thinking something's wrong with your bald head. If you just looked at him, he'd have done a great job, and he wouldn't have been injured. They immediately protect him. But the bigger problem is that the little girl also stepped on a landmine. Seeing this, our hero tells everyone to get on the bus and rushes to the girl's side, wanting to protect her somehow. At the same time, a big storm is starting to arrive. Just like that, dust has started coming to that place. This sign, which our hero is trying to somehow protect, sticks out like a knife under the ground he's stepping on. That's how he caught me in a trap and told me to get out of there quickly. So, that little girl doesn't know what to do now. Okay, so you quickly get on a bus. But isn't our hero the only one trapped here? Cho was confused, not knowing what to do at the same time. The storm is also coming towards him. It's okay even if I die. So I said and took his hand. He took his hand and did a jump. But if you look closely, the bomb never exploded. Oh my God, this is what I've been afraid of for so long. Just like that, start running fast. But if you look correctly, that storm has also arrived. Our hero is beaten up before he even gets on the bus. Everyone on the bus here is very scared. After a while, they come outside and watch. It seems like the hero is everywhere, but he's always there. It's very difficult for all 4 of us. Where did the hero go? Just when we think he died for us, is that cargo still there or not? Our hero comes along and jumps in. Somehow, he just barely managed to escape. They just got on the bus. This bald head must have been very uncomfortable on the bus, right? So he came and got me. Everyone else is losing their faith, so we can't escape. We changed it here. I've been talking about it over and over again, feeling like I don't know what city this is in. That's when our hero comes and makes a note. Doesn't it sound like a tune in the distance? So there's something like a bunker next to it? So Ivan, seeing this, said, okay, let's go to that place. Makes a plan that maybe we can get something else there. Now, if this side is interested in you, they are interested in that girl's mother. They are very sad. Don't worry about the police nearby. We can go to our restaurant. They say they can protect your daughter, but these people are so emotional that they feel like I'm the reason my daughter is missing and start saying everything. It's as if these people came and started raising their daughter as a single mother. But after the girl grew up to a certain point, her father would have asked her something like that. But what would this mother who didn't have the courage to tell you that you don't have a father say if your father comes and works far away? They would have said, they'll come for your 8th birthday, okay? But her father wouldn't have come back until after her 8th birthday. So that's why the little girl got angry and went to see her father. It seems like she left the house to sing after saying that. It seems like the kidnappers came and kidnapped the little girl. Don't just cut this side of the desert. If you look closely, everyone there is starting to walk towards that bunker. So everyone is going. Even then, our bald driver had to carry it with difficulty. But after arriving at this place, I saw that there were a lot of old houses here. Not only that, but there's a British flag on top of that bunker. So, when these people saw this, they were scared, thinking this doesn't look like China. There are a lot of guns in the area. So these people are also turning on the flashlight. On their phones. Not only that, but everything else is going on like a small path. Just when everyone is wondering what kind of path this is, our hero calls out to everyone to come here. I went to see what it was, and there were a lot of candied fruits there. That tin food won't go bad for a long time, right? That's the food. Everyone happily took it and started eating it. But after a while, it became clear it's not like it's good. It's like it's gone bad. And it's a terrible shock to those who see it. It's wondering what year it is and how quickly it has gone bad. Well, it's set in 1914. But if these people exist beyond 2015, then is this from that time? Otherwise, they will be shocked and wonder if we have reached that time. But what can I say, our hero? I made a note of this as soon as I got there, because all the weapons here look like old weapons. So they used all this at that time. Without that, it doesn't look like China. It sounds like something else, like a country. Besides, since there is a bunker like this, soldiers can come here whenever they want. We need to clear our space before that. You said that? But everyone is starting to plan to stay here for a while, thinking, let's stay here for a while. So, our driver is only there when everyone is in that bunker, right? Well, he was looking for something else to find. He came across a case that was a good job. So, when he saw Fula, he was very happy. Okay, let's go to our bus and put this on. Only then can we leave here. Saying that if you had taken that bald head and that June to look after that little girl, and if you had taken care of him, and the three of them could have somehow made a fool of yourself. With that, they take the eye in their hands and start walking back towards the bus. When I got here and turned on the bus, it looked like the bus's tires had sunk into the ground. So I can't even finish it with my fingernail. They immediately start digging quickly next to the tire. At that time, they get a helmet-like piece. It should be accompanied by a letter like this, so it looks like that tire is stuck in that helmet then. When I opened it, wondering what kind of letter this was, I saw that someone had written something like a diary, and that too in a different language. Ow! So is that glass blower here or not? He seems to know a lot of languages. That's why he starts looking at the diary. So what they put in it was the story that happened on October 6, 1915. So what was that soldier writing? When a group of soldiers like this arrived and were going to war, suddenly some kind of fog came and attacked them. It says that after the bag passed them, they were stranded in the desert like this, and that they had no memory of anything. Not only that, but everything here is written in that diary, like this desert is not on Earth. So, if these people are reading this, they're going to have to shave their heads to protect our little girl, right? Then, a strange sound was heard in that place. They were also scared, wondering what it was like. They saw that creature behind a small pillar there. It was like a demon. Did we see a creature like that? So, will that creature come? It just came and scared them. Ow. So they also think that if they just stay calm, it will go away. It doesn't. Seemed to be going well. Will our June be here soon? He said, this won't work anymore. He started to make a suit out of it. If you see that too, you will run away from there in fear. Not only that, but they came and read this diary, didn't. There's a lot more to write about, but if you want to escape from this desert, a portal will be created. It was only through that portal that we were able to escape. I've written a lot of stuff like that. Some kind of portal will form in this place. It seems like they too can escape through that. So while they were reading this, a few creatures were watching from inside the bunker. Those are the forgotten ones who are rushing to catch a bus to escape from here. If you saw the bus, it would have started moving now. But the problem is that a lot of creatures come and attack them by jumping all over the bus. If you saw a creature there, would you have come up fast? But I don't know what I was thinking. Without doing anything, they jumped off the bus again and ran outside. That's when our Sen came and took notes. That's why the driver came and took notes. A portal had opened far outside the bus. So you must have read that diary on this portal. So if you watch this and escape this way, we can leave here. He's talking about how we can escape. At the same time, if you look at the bunker, you'll see that all the monsters have now started to pound the bunker and go into the bunker. If things are like this, how can you make this decision no matter what our hero and the glassblower say? 3 people from our team will be waiting for us there. Shouldn't we go and protect them? And what does Anna Sen say? Look here, this portal will only be open for a short while. If we were to be like that, we would be trapped here. So it was written in the same way in that diary. So let us go. I've washed them all away like this, but they don't want to. But this driver didn't want to come to that bunker. So whatever our hero and the glassblower decide, you go anyway, and we'll go to the bunker and protect them. That they got off the bus and started walking. Before leaving, look at what the glassman said to the driver. How cute is that little girl? Everyone here has the same affection for us as her father has for her. So how could she possibly want to betray you? He says, and then walks off. So now, Kamicha is in that bunker. There are 2 people there to protect that girl. They start shooting all the monsters that come with guns, as if they don't have selfies like this one. Even the monsters are scared of this. Even so, many people keep coming to attack. What can I say to you? Look here, aren't there a lot of holes here? You can escape through that road. I'm watching all this. Saying that, they sent their 2 ghosts and said, this monster is also fighting fiercely. But at some point, he realizes it, says we can't do it ourselves. And then he goes after that bomb that's there and detonates it. So that bold head dies along with that monster. So many monsters exploded and shattered. Seeing all this, the little girl started crying profusely. Our hero also watches this from afar. They start running quickly, saying, oh, I don't know what happened. If you look inside, many monsters will have died. But there are still a few monsters alive. The whole thing starts screaming in a very aggressive manner when it sees this. At the same time, that little girl and Arjun are there. They escaped through this side, ran outside, and somehow got out of that bunker. Now they're just having flashbacks. I mean, how did this bus get to this place? That's why our first instinct is to be jealous. They are coming and boarding this bus with this box. Not only that, this conductor comes to Arjun to buy tickets. So this conductor is no one else. A lady ran away screaming from this bus in fear at the starting scene. Like that lady. Not only that, but our driver was in the seat next to us, and he was the one who took this little girl away. It seems like he was the one who actually kidnapped that little girl. Not only that, but he shouldn't be meeting that girl's mother right now. Then he would have cut off the leg, pretending to be meeting. I mean, you must have been lusting after this little girl's mother before this, right? They must have called the kidnapper to look for the girl, right? It seems like they were talking to this driver. That means what happened in our flashback happened before this. That means it happened at the same time as this bus incident. So this driver came and went, cut the cord, and then the next person he calls is his girlfriend. I'm going to finish a great job like this by making a call. If I could just finish, that I would get a lot of money. Because of that, we can live very comfortably. I told his girlfriend about it, but what would she say? Look, I was pregnant, and now it's over. I'm shocked to hear this, even though I've been saying that I don't want to live a big life. What do you say? What's wrong with the baby? Just leave it like that. A more tense situation is coming. What if that bus comes and the police come to check it? So the one with the detective in there is like that hero. So the hero also gets on the bus and checks everyone's ID cards. He only sees that June when he is checking and watching like that. So he sees a red suitcase next to him and asks what it is. So he opens it and asks. There's nothing much to see inside. Okay, you just shut up and leave. And if you look closely, he'll just close it and leave. If you look at the bread, there's blood on it. So our hero doesn't understand anything. It looks like someone in the back seat is about to get hit. It's like his blood. What does our hero do then? Takes a gun and points it at him, making him not move out of respect. Just then, a glassblower from behind comes up and points a gun at the hero. So actually, the glass guy on that bus was like a thief. So all the police who were behind us pointed guns at our hero are now pointing them at the glass man. But what he does with that bud inside is he pokes the hero's eye and makes the hero point. Not only that, but this glassblower is threatening to shoot a messenger who is there, saying, everyone, respect the law, go outside. If you're the only one outside, I'll throw everything away and throw it away. All the police are scared and come downstairs. They also bring down the man who was shot. Meanwhile, what is our hero doing in that mess? Our glassman, with a hand. Cup in his hand, threatens the bus driver there and asks him to take a cab. I just found out now. In the starting scene, they were supposed to be saying that 3 people were robbing a bank and then going away, right? Those 3 people are no one else. This glassblower doesn't even have a friend in that place, does he? Those 3 people? If we just come to the desert, wouldn't this girl and June be running away, and this monster is also chasing them? At one point, they can't run anymore. The sound of bullets was terrifying as they fell, and the monster attacked them. Suddenly our hero and the glassblower arrived. Actually, the glassblower still doesn't remember his past, but it's like you're slowly remembering what you wrote in that diary as your past comes to you. I don't seem to remember it yet. That's why the glassblower doesn't have the courage to shoot that cheeky shot. But how did he shoot everything while he was on that bus? If you look here, he's afraid to shoot. However, somehow they managed to hide their hope and shoot the monster, but the monster left them both alone. They immediately protected the little girl somehow. Not only that, but that monster is still coming to attack them. And they get close, the bullet comes and goes empty. Just when we were scared, not knowing how we were going to escape, our bus driver came and loaded us into a monster truck. Those monsters will fly away. Our driver finally arrived to save the little girl. The actual truth is that he was the one who kidnapped this little girl. But he won't remember anything now, right? So, come to this place now. Everyone is quickly boarding the bus. But it's not just about that June. He's probably a little far away, so he comes and attacks the monster. That little girl is screaming so loudly, but our glassmaker knows. Even if we go, we won't be able to save that June. He immediately handcuffs the little girl and locks her in place. Why shouldn't she go and get something done for herself? So now they're continuing that past. Actually, the glassblower would have handcuffed our hero and taken him on a bus, wouldn't he? So, whatever happened, the police would have been chasing him relentlessly. But look at the glass guy. He's aiming his Akarata outside, blowing out all the tires on the police car and letting it fly. Then the bus arrived and went through a tunnel. There will be only one police car following behind. If it were like this, all the police on this side of the tunnel would have come and stopped them at gunpoint, because it looks like they might come across the tunnel and catch them. Then a police file will come up with the names of these criminals. That is, this bespectacled man, that bald-headed man, that bald-headed friend. As if all 3 of them were in jail, they came out and robbed a bank as soon as they were released. It's like this bus that these people boarded to escape after committing a robbery. Hasn't that bus gone into that tunnel now? So definitely this side of the tunnel will come. They are threatening us at gunpoint, saying, can we just push them away? If it's like this, then the little girl's mother is also coming to that place, because their phone might have been disconnected. That's Arsene who is on that bus. Don't cut it now, bus driver. What is that glass guy doing? He's the driver who grabbed Arsene's head. Don't follow the honor of holding his head and plowing him outside. If you follow me like that, his head will be spinning. The police must have been worried about that. They would immediately say, why take the risk? And leave the car alone. But whatever this side of our hero might have done, he is also that friend. That's why another friend of the glassblower came and caught him, right? He would have attacked him and screamed. So, the glassblower saw this. Our hero attacks. Our hero kills him. So, the 2 of them got into a fight, and the glassblower came and made a suit. And it will come and fall on that friend. That's why that friend must have died near the door. That's why we saw a dead body in the starting scene. Right. It seems the reason for that is that glassblower. What would happen suddenly at this time? Strange sound would be heard in that place. Everyone on that bus would have heard that sound and would have fainted right there. So those who have been so enchanted must have come to this place, like the one we saw in this desert in the starting scene. Hey, just like that, in our present Kamicha, did this bus go through that desert? If you had looked back, you would have seen a lot of monsters coming and running away. So our hero is wearing the remaining E-catching suit, and a monster will grab our little girl from above. So when our glassblower saw this, the creature went to attack him, so it lifted the glassblower and threw him outside. But he who falls outside will be punished for his death, because it seems like he's finally realizing how cruel he really is. It's like he remembered everything. We said in that diary that your memory would come back in a short time, or at least a few days, did Antwi. So now the glassblower has all his memory back. It must have been so tragic, so cruel, and he feels like he's about to die, but at the same time, he tells our hero to the bus, just like the bus driver. But I kept driving, saying that if the driver didn't come and stop the bus, it would be a danger to us. If you've seen the correct monster, you've come to that place. Now that the gun is not available, our hero takes out the knife and gets ready to attack because he wants to fight with his hands. But that monster came and became incredibly strong. It attacks our hero and almost kills him. What does that little girl do inside? She grabs a water bottle and twists it, and immediately it attacks the little girl, and our hero catches it. What is this little girl doing, walking around like this? Will she somehow transform from a handcuff to a hand? Immediately, our hero somehow saves the little girl. Those two monsters will be inside it. So our hero saw this and said, okay, this little girl has to escape somehow. Just like that. The monster comes and goes to fight alone. However, it attacked fiercely and bit our hero. You see that guy here? He's almost at the portal. Even so, he is now fighting against that monster that attacked that little girl with all his heart and worries. After fighting like that, the monster dragged him away too. So his story is over. So now that little girl is here. He's just sitting there in fear, right? That bus is going to that portal. The sound was so loud that all the police were waiting. Outside on this side, weren't they? The bus is coming out of that tunnel? It's like, what's going on here? After the bus arrived at the tunnel, it went to the desert, didn't it? How long would they have been in that desert? But it all seems like it was just a 10-second stay here. Don't they know anything about it? So I'm waiting for the bus to come. The bus is coming just like that. But it didn't seem like there was anyone on the bus. All the criminals are hiding downstairs. So when they come on the mic and announce that everyone should come outside, right, only that little girl will come out. She immediately leaves and her mother quickly comes and hugs her. Hey. But the little girl doesn't remember her mother right now. Meanwhile, everyone is rushing to the bus to check in. There's no criminal in sight. Only our hero will be beaten. Immediately, a voice comes and says, call an ambulance quickly. They're also finishing this film. Wasn't that different? It might have been a little expensive because it was a low-budget film. But this kind of survival film isn't just great for watching adventure films. If you liked it, do you want to forget to leave a like? Be safe. Keep everything you like very, very safe. Goodbye.